Welcome to Treasure Island, the classic novel by Robert Louis Stevenson.
Chapter 16. Silver's Embassy. Looking out, I saw two men standing just beyond the stockade. One waved a white cloth, while the other, none other than Silver himself, stood motionless. It was early still, the coldest morning since I had set foot on the island. The chill cut to the bone. The sky was cloudless, and the sun cast a rosy hue on the treetops. Yet Silver and his companion remained in the shadows. A thick mist, still lingering from the night, clung to the ground and wreathed their legs to the knee, a reminder of the fevered swamps and treacherous air of this forsaken place. "Keep indoors, men," said the captain. "Let's see what they're up to." Then he hailed the buccaneers. "Who goes? Stand, or we fire!" Silver's voice rang out, clear and bold. "Flag of truce!" Captain Smollett, keeping well under cover in the doorway, turned to us. "Doctor's watch on the lookout. Dr. Livesey, take the north side, if you please. Jim, the east. Gray, west. The watch below, all hands to load muskets. Lively, men, and careful." Then turning back to the mutineers, he demanded, "And what do you want with your flag of truce?" he cried. This time it was the other man who replied. "Captain Silver, sir, to come on board and make terms," he shouted. "Captain Silver? Don't know him. Who's he?" cried the captain. And we could hear him adding to himself, "Captain, is it? My heart, and here's promotion." Long John answered for himself. "Me, sir. These poor lads have chosen me captain, after your desertion, sir," laying a particular emphasis on the word desertion. "We're willing to submit if we can come to terms, and no bones about it. All I ask is your word, Captain Smollett, to let me safe and sound out of this here stockade, and 1 minute to get out a shot before a gun is fired." "My man," said the captain, "I have not the slightest desire to talk to you. If you wish to talk to me, you can come, that's all. If there's any treachery, it'll be on your side, and the Lord help you." "That's enough, Captain," shouted Long John cheerily. "A word from you's enough. I know a gentleman, and you may lay to that." The man holding the flag of truce tried to stop him, but Silver only laughed, shrugged him off, and climbed over the stockade. I will confess that I was far too much taken up with what was going. Indeed, I had already crept up behind the captain, who had now seated himself on the threshold with his elbows on his knees, his head in his hands, and his eyes fixed on the water. He was whistling to himself. Silver tossed his crutch ahead of him, and despite the steep incline and shifting sand, made his way up the knoll. He was dressed in his best, a fine blue coat with brass buttons and a plumed hat perched rakishly on his head. Reaching the top at last, he saluted Smollett with exaggerated politeness. The captain, barely looking up, gestured to the ground. "You had better sit down." Silver wrinkled his nose. "Sitting on cold sand at this hour? You wouldn't treat a dog so, Captain." "Why, Silver," said the captain, "if you had pleased to be an honest man, you might have been sitting in your galley. It's your own doing. You're either my ship's cook, and then you were treated handsome, or Captain Silver, a common mutineer and pirate, and then you can go hang."
"Well, well, Captain," returned the sea cook, sitting down as he was bidden on the sand. "A sweet pretty place you have of it here. Ah, there's Jim. Doctor, here's my service. Why, there you all are together like a happy family, in a manner of speaking." Smollett cut him off. "If you have anything to say, my man, better say it." "Right you were, Captain Smollett," replied Silver. "Duty is duty, to be sure. Well now, you look here. That was a good lay of yours last night. I don't deny it was a good lay. Some of you pretty handy with a handspike end. Some of my people was shook. Maybe all was shook. Maybe I was shook myself. Maybe that's why I'm here for terms. But don't fool yourself, Cap'n. That was a one-time trick. We'll be on guard now. No more surprises, no more rum to dull our senses. Well, says Captain Smollett, as cool as can be. All that Silver said was a riddle to him. As for me, I began to have an inkling. Ben Gunn's last words came back to my mind. I began to suppose that he had paid the buccaneers a visit while they all lay drunk together round their fire, and I reckoned up with glee that we had only 14 enemies to deal with. Well, here it is, said Silver. We want that treasure, and we'll have it. That's our point. You would just as soon save your lives, I reckon, and that's yours. You have a chart, haven't you? Smollett's voice was firm. You'll get nothing from me. We'll have you hung. Silver hesitated. Smollett calmly packed his pipe and struck a match. After a moment, Silver reached into his pocket. Seeing as how you are about to take a pipe, Cap'n, I'll make so free as do likewise. He lit his own pipe, and for a time the two men sat in silence, puffing away, eyeing each other through the swirling smoke. Now, resumed Silver, here it is. You give us the chart to get the treasure by, and drop shootin' poor seamen and stovin' of their heads in while asleep. You do that, and we'll offer you a choice. You and your men help us find the treasure, then sail with us, safe and sound, back to port. Or, if you'd rather, stay here. We'll split provisions fair and square, and the first ship we see, I'll send her to fetch you. That would make you feel good. And I hope, raising his voice, that all hands in this here blockhouse will overhaul my words, for what is spoke to one is spoke to all. Captain Smollett rose from his seat and knocked out the ashes of his pipe in the palm of his left hand. Is that all? He asked. Every last word, by thunder, answered John. Refuse that, and you've seen the last of me but musket balls.
Very good, said the captain. Now you'll hear me. If you'll come up one by one, unarmed, I'll engage to clap you all in irons and take you home to a fair trial in England. Keep fighting, and I promise you this, you'll hang. You can't find the treasure. You can't sail the ship. There's not a man among you fit to sail the ship. You can't fight us. Gray there got away from 5 of you. Your ship's in irons, Master Silver. You're on a lee shore, and so you'll find. I stand here and tell you so, and they're the last good words you'll get from me. For in the name of heaven I'll put a bullet in your back when next I meet you. Tramp, my lad, bundle out of this, please, hand over hand, and double quick. He stepped closer. You won't find the treasure. You won't sail the ship. There's not a man among you fit to. You won't win this fight. You're trapped, Silver. And next time I see you, I'll put a bullet in your back. Silver's face twisted in fury. Give me a hand up, he bellowed. Not I, Smollett replied. Who'll help me up? Silver roared, but not a man moved. Muttering curses, he dragged himself to the gate, clutched a post, and hauled himself upright. Spitting into the stream, he snarled, Before the hour's up, I'll gut this place. Laugh while you can. By this time tomorrow you'll be dead men. With that, he seized his crutch, turned on his heel, and hobbled away.